ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode 3 from the LC podcast. I'm your host, Lazer. This is my lovely co-host, Prophet. Prophet, how's it been going?
It's been honestly, it's been a pretty quiet week. Like comparatively to the last couple ones, there's like some major stuff happened, and then a whole lot of like quiet on at least my side of things. What about you?
Oh yeah, and don't forget, like we haven't even recorded like last week's episode because there was literally nothing happening.
No, we didn't miss a
Nothing
week, did
in
we?
like yeah, we did.
No, I don't. I don't
Last
think we.
Tuesday
I don't
was
think we
supposed to be
missed
an
a
episode.
week.
I mean, we kind of did, but yeah, I mean, like for a good way because if we recorded it the other day, it would be like a little bit boring because
Mm.
nothing happened, nothing interesting. But fortunate and unfortunate events happened lately. So let's start with you, shall we? Um, as you guys know from the past 2 episodes, and if you follow Profit, you know that he's been grinding for an organization. He's trying to join Pride, GG Pryde. But yeah, some stuff happened, so why don't you take it from here?
Right. Yeah.
Tell us.
I mean, it's funny because it was also kind of trending in the U.S. for a while. So, and if you're around like a lot of the team org type scene on Twitter, you might have heard about this. Basically, Pride had
Yeah, they
to.
are they are a big name.
Yeah, I mean, Pride was a pretty big name, right? It wasn't like the biggest one, but it was pretty known because it had like a very loyal
Mm.
following, and then B, it had like a lot of known people in it. But my point is, like, it had to cease operations, unfortunately, which I think was mostly just a pile up of like very unfortunate circumstances. So that sucked because obviously I was trying to grind for it to get in to the org, but hey, can't grind for an org that's no longer there. So yeah, I mean, I can go into detail from as far as I understood why they had to basically shut down, right? Which I think like no
Mm.
one's really to blame for it. But basically, the thing that I understood is a lot of the management just got better options, or not better options. They got better offers, right? So they got like offered deals by other orgs and sometimes like paying paid positions and stuff like that, which obviously is like, very hard to say no to because like it makes sense, right? So
Of
a lot
course.
of the
And
management.
they were like,
Sorry, what?
yeah, I just want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to ask, where weren't they not affiliated? They were, I think, partnered with G Fuel,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, they were.
They were fully funded from it.
Hmm. They had like their code. I
Mm.
don't know the specifics on that because obviously I didn't really have inside or didn't really have a look in the inside operations, especially at that level. But what I was saying is basically a lot of management left around the same time, which I think is just like unfortunate circumstances that a lot of them just happened to get offers from like different teams and orgs at around the same time, or like life popped off and stuff like that, which meant that a lot of management was
Mm.
suddenly like gone, right? So they had to rebuild that, and then basically due to some circumstances in like the private lives of some of the owners, it just wasn't gonna happen. So the difficult
Mm.
call was made to like pull the plug on the org, especially for the time being. Like I can see a far future because they're not selling, as far as I know, they're not selling the name, they're not selling the account, they're not doing anything with it.
Yeah, it's still there,
Yeah, so I mean,
still active.
I will say there is always the possibility that in like a far future they decide to try and see if they can restart it. But
Mm.
given the circumstances, I'm assuming that would be like you're looking at least like a year in the future if it would even happen.
Also, this is like, sadly, this is like a common thing that happens with organizations, especially gaming organizations. They are the easiest to like collapse
Sure.
or
Yeah.
fall, even if they were like really strong, like OG, like from 2010s or something. Even that, things could easily happen. People could easily like just give up
Yeah, like I
or
said,
just get
even
too
here,
busy.
right? Like Pride was killing it lately. So the thing that kind of changed that is there just
Yeah,
happened to like be a very unfortunate pile up of like circumstances in a very short period that basically left them with like no other option, and then they had to like
and
stop,
every
and it like sucks. But the thing that came out of that as well that I kind of want to talk about because it was crazy to me. Now I don't know if you've seen this because I
Mm.
feel like I've liked some stuff, and we run in somewhat similar circles, also different ones on Twitter. There were a bunch of people getting like hate for looking for teams pretty pretty like
for other
soon
teams.
after Pride ended, right? And I'm saying not just like grinders
Jesus.
and whatever, because I feel like people care less if grinders look for new team, right? Like some people will be like, "Oh, what the fuck, you were grinding for that, so I guess you're team hopper." But like in reality, it's just like they're grinders. Same for me, right? If we look for new teams, it makes more sense. But even like streamers and
Mm.
like content creators who had been with Pride all the way till the end, right? They didn't leave. They didn't leave until the official announcement was made, where it's like, "Hey guys, we're stopping operations," right? At that point, they have like no options. Even they were getting like a shit ton of hate for basically just being like, well, Pride stopped any orgs looking for content creators, which is crazy to me because like, what are they supposed to do? They're not like a fucking widower, right? It's like the org, like the org's
They can't just
over.
stay.
Yeah, it's like they can't
Yeah.
stay. The org is over. Do you just want them to like write solo till the
It's
end
not
of
even about
time?
loyalty anymore. It's not even about loyalty. It's like progressing. I need progress. I need to be part of something that can boost me up. It's
Yeah,
not like about
it's like
okay,
they gotta think of like their own
fucking
stuff, right?
widower.
And like it's not
Oh,
like they're being unloyal because once again, the team is fucking gone, right? It's like it's not a question of
yeah, it's
loyalty
team.
anymore. It's like no, they were loyal all the way till the end, and now they gotta look at what's best for them. And if what's best for them is to like trying to build their brand and trying to like see if any other organization is interested in working with them so they can keep building their brand and they can keep doing what they're doing, it just makes sense. So then people basically saying like, wow, okay, you guys were all fake, when they're the ones who stayed all the way till the fucking end. And a lot of them, like if you go to their streams and stuff and read their Twitter, you can literally see that like they're still hurting over like Bright ending, right? Because it just sucked.
Cool.
It's crazy that they're
And then
getting hate. I'm like, what?
yeah, that just doesn't make sense. Especially like the more well-known members of the organization, they're gonna get the most attention. They're gonna get the most backlash because like
Yeah,
they
exactly.
are more known for that. But it was crazy for me because like every week they had like a new one or two people, new members joining the organization. Like I like until they announced
I don't
they're
think Bright
canceling,
had. I think Bright wasn't that quick in joining. Gotta be real. I don't think they were picking
but
up at
like at
that
least
speed.
lately
No, I mean they
at
were
the
doing
at the
good. I just
last
don't
like
think they were
month.
picking up people at like the speed you're saying now. That's more stuff for like North, right? Which makes sense because obviously with Bright collapsing and North just making big moves in the scene right now, they're like have a bunch of pickups and a lot of them are ex Bright, which just makes sense because like Room opened and they're killing it.
Of course.
So why not?
Yeah, a lot of people were just disappointed. A lot of people are sad, really sad about it.
Hmm.
I think especially you, one of you.
Yeah, I mean it sucked because like, and I'm not gonna BS and be like, it'll never be another team like Pride, right? But it was because like
Yeah,
even I'm on the lookout for like other teams trying to see like, hey, who's interested? What might I be interested in? But it's hard because like Pride had a
the pride was
very
still.
it had a very genuine vibe, right? Like it was good vibes. They were positive about their creators. They were really trying to boost them up. It didn't just feel like creators were being exploited. They had a very like
Mm,
family kind of vibe to it, right? Even in the grinders chat, even with the people like who were
family.
already in the team who were in the grinders chat, so like the leads, they were always super positive, super nice. Even now, right? We still have like some group chats with some of the grinders and people, basically just to make sure that we like stay
Oh,
in
still
touch and
active.
like hold connections. So saying that's
Yeah,
easily replaced, no. Do I believe there's probably other stuff out there that can offer me something similar or can offer others something similar? Absolutely. But like, I'm not gonna lie,
or
Pride
even
was pretty
better.
damn
Yeah.
unique.
Yeah, sometimes it's not all about like the profit or how much it boosts. Sometimes like it means to you something. Sometimes you have like special connection.
Yeah,
Not just an organization, anything. Game,
yeah. I
organization,
mean,
car. Hey.
I'll be real for me at least, right? And this is different for some other people. And I'm not saying it's a negative if it's different, but I'm saying it just is different. For me, it's really not that
Mm,
much about numbers because in the end, if I want to be a part of something, I want to be a part of it because it feels good. It feels like it will support me. I want it to have like good vibes
numbers will
around it,
come.
right? And that doesn't mean that it needs to have numbers. Like, yeah, having numbers helps because it helps with getting yourself out there. It helps with getting publicized, like etc. Right? But it's not the
Yeah.
end of the deal or the end of the world if you were to join like a smaller org because it just feels like a better deal or like it just feels like a better home to you, right? And I'm kind of more in like
Yeah, you
that
feel more
line of
comfortable.
thought. Hmm?
You feel more comfortable
Yeah,
because
exactly,
numbers will come eventually.
exactly,
So if
right?
you're comfortable with what you're
And
doing and you like focus
yeah,
on it, you do it right, yeah, numbers will
and
come.
especially if you believe in the org because then it's like, well, if you believe in the org then like if your judgment's correct, you assume other people also believe in it, which means yeah, those numbers will come because it stands for something
Yeah,
good, so it's going to grow.
of course. Why? It's all right. Rest in peace, GG Pryde. We're gonna miss you.
Will be missed.
And yeah, you will be missed. Wait, good luck. Don't worry. You're gonna find one. Welcome to the homeless
Mm.
house. Cause yeah, I got kicked off CAG, so
Ye-
it wasn't certain last time, but yeah, right now it's just 100%.
Oof. We'll
And
say
no
this. At
no
least I
coming back.
left, right? At least I didn't get kicked, baby.
Yeah, you left. I got kicked. Um, Jesus.
Oof.
Well, anyway, what we're gonna talk about? Oh yeah, so once they canceled, you went back to grinding, but like for other like not just grinding,
Well,
improving your streams,
yeah.
right?
So I've been improving my stream. Saying I'm grinding is kind of like disingenuous because I'm not officially
No,
grinding or joined any like
yeah,
other org or team, right? So
organizations.
I've been like looking, but I haven't officially done anything. But yeah, I've been
Mm.
improving my
But you've been
stream.
improving your stream in general.
Yeah, which mostly came through like some visual design changes. So like if you've dropped by my stream before, you knew I had like borders on my full cam. I removed those, so
Yeah.
now it's just like way more in my face, which means that like there's way more in frame. Just very small changes like that. Messed around a bit with audio stream
Mm.
settings to make sure it's optimized so people can actually view more, right? So like we're slowly
Yeah, small
improving.
steps
Yeah,
help.
yeah, step by step.
They
Exactly.
definitely help. You've been playing Bioshock since last time, right?
Yeah, I'm still through that. I don't
It's a
know if I'll
long
still
game.
do what I initially thought, which is play one and then follow it up immediately by playing Bioshock 2. I might take like a game in between. But for now, yeah, we're
Mm.
still sticking with like Bioshock 1 because I want to finish it. And I think we're getting pretty close because we're already past like, and I won't say what it is, even though I think everyone knows at this point. We gotten past the big like, plot twist of Bioshock, which I want to say comes in like super late into the game. So I think we're like almost
Ooh.
done. I'm assuming we're gonna finish it up in one or two streams. But oh
Oh,
boy,
nice.
it's been an experience.
Yeah, it's a shit game. Not like the story. The story is amazing. The
Yeah.
gameplay, beautiful. The anything else?
It's like
No,
it's like
no.
if it will just
Settings,
run, it's great.
compatibility.
Yeah, I think it's mostly the PC port, unfortunately. Like if you play it on console, go ahead. I'm sure it will be amazing because the
Oh yeah,
gameplay is
it's
pretty
amazing on
solid.
console.
The story is really good. The atmosphere is super good. My problem is I had to learn the trick of hey, if dialogue's playing, never try to open your map because your game will crash. It just will.
Oh my God.
And
Oh,
like I have to,
really?
yeah, and I have to regularly save just to make sure that if it does crash, I don't have to play back like the last 20 minutes of stream. So saying that's been like fun would be like disingenuous. It's like no, 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 that's been quite frustrating, not gonna lie. But since we're so close
But
to finishing it, I'm just kind of powering through now on each stream instead of going like, well, it crashed, guess we're done. I'm like, nope, we're starting it back up because we are getting so close to
okay.
finishing this.
Yeah, let me just finish.
Yeah.
And then go ahead, crash, destroy yourself. Well, let me just finish the goddamn story.
Yeah, I had
But
something
yeah, I don't know
happen
why
on
I have
stream yesterday,
so many
dude,
comments.
and it was oh my god. So yesterday, right? I was
Mm.
streaming it, and it crashed,
Yeah.
right? Big surprise, but it doesn't crash
Okay.
crash because it doesn't close itself. Now what it does is it will stop responding, which is effectively crashing,
That's the
except
worst version
you
of
cannot
crashing.
close it. And hey, guess what? My
Yeah.
task manager was on the same like monitor as my game was, which
Oh no.
meant I couldn't access it to force the game to close. So I had to then look up while also talking to chat, just being like, "Well, I'm sorry about this, guys," and look up how to switch like one window from one monitor to the other
On your
one.
phone?
Just so, yeah, I had to look this up on my phone because I also couldn't open up my browser. So I had to do that while talking to chat,
Jeez.
which took like a solid 10
While trying
minutes,
to
by the
entertain the
way,
chat.
just to trying to figure out how I could
Jesus.
close my damn, or like how I could get my task manager to my other monitor so I could close the damn game so I could like start it. And it was oh my
Bruh.
god, that was so annoying.
Couldn't you just like restart the PC?
Yeah, but then stream would and
Or
then
that
would
will
stream would
shut
end as well, and
down.
I wasn't
Yeah.
ending stream because I still streamed like an hour after that or something.
Oh, mission successful. Barely, but hey, mission
Yeah,
successful.
it was a big break, but we got past it and we managed to continue stream, but it was just not great.
Yeah, not the best experience. Hey, it's alright. Well, I haven't been streaming anything, haven't been doing any content in the past week. like in math, chemistry, and school. But like it's because every month I set up like a week. So this week I like go ham
Hmm.
because I don't want the rest of the next month to be like all of the things that I have to do instead of just piled up.
Yeah.
So there's this 1 week where I just like overwork myself to death. Like I beat myself with the book.
Oh my
And
god.
then we move on. But yeah, this was this week, so I haven't been doing any content. I haven't been up to date that much. But at least yesterday, yeah, yesterday I applied to bio.link. So this is like a link where you can put all your websites, all your social medias,
Hmm.
everything on it. It's semi social media, semi like a blog. Like you can
Yeah, it's
take
like the
as that.
stuff you were using before, right? Which is that campsite, and it's kind of
Hmm.
similar to what I use, like the beacon stuff.
Yeah. So they BMC or Buy Me Coffee,
Yeah.
it's like a big company. So they released their own version of that,
Yeah.
and it's called Bio.link, and they released the ability to apply for it. So mainly I think they focus on the people that already had like Buy Me Coffee like sites,
Right.
like already had set up with their organization. So I think yeah, that made it easier for me. I got verified.
Let's
Got the blue check.
go,
Yay.
dude. Congratulations.
My
You
yeah,
get to
my
flex your verified on something now. Because it wasn't going to happen
of
in
course,
Venge.
my
It wasn't going to
opinions.
happen on Twitter. It's not going to happen on
Oh man.
Twitch. So at least
Oh
you got
no,
this.
no, it's
No,
not.
I'm busting your balls, but you aren't verified in
I,
Venge,
I
are you?
mean, hey. No, not yet. I think I was about to like when I streamed that shit like 2 weeks straight every
Yeah.
day. I got like 30, 40 people every stream. I think that time I contacted Sim. He was like, "Yeah, we'll think about it." And then I stopped, and then yeah, he forgot that I existed anyway.
He stopped and
So
he's like, we thought about it. The answer is no.
yeah, and I was like, okay, fair enough. Yeah, they don't want me to give a bad impression on the
I
game,
mean,
you know?
I nah. I mean, if you're not streaming regularly, it kind of makes sense that they're not doing it. But
Yeah,
because
I'm not providing anything.
because it's like weird. Because I also have no clue. You remember EV.io, right? I have no clue if I'm still
Of
verified in that
course.
or not because I haven't played in weeks.
Oh yeah, I'm still verified. I think yeah, Twitch verifies. I'm still there verified,
Yeah,
but
but I mean,
the
I
problem
don't
is
know
it's
if you're.
actually a good
I don't know
game.
if you're in game because like the Discord's run by different people in a way, right? Because like the devs don't organize the Discord rules, but they do the in-game ones. So I wonder if we still hold it.
Oh wait, we haven't streamed that in a while.
Yeah, I
Huh?
mean iOS is not really my
We
thing,
haven't been
though.
involved
I am waiting on one
anymore.
game
Yeah.
that releases like next month, right? Like in August. So it's
Oh, it's August. It's coming soon.
yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah.
coming really soon. So and that's Rolam. I think I can say it because I saw Saki has like a new page up for his games and
Yeah,
Rolam's
let's
listed.
give a little teaser. Let's give an exclusive teaser. So yeah, brand new IO game is coming out. It's called Roll. Basically Monkey Ball, but except of controlling the map, you control the ball itself.
Yeah,
And I tried it. Prophet tries it. It's a real good game. I can't wait for it.
yeah,
Like it's
I
a fully arcade game.
exactly. I really like it. I think it will be fun for two reasons when it releases. One, if it gets to the player base, it will be chaotic in lobbies if collisions on, which means you're knocking each other all over the place, right? With full lobbies, and that'll be
Oh
fun.
no,
Oh yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah,
gonna
so
be
that
single
that's gonna
player.
be like the arcadey madness kind of fun. And then the other aspect of it, which is more what we were doing, because we were essentially given access during like closed beta, right? So like there was almost no one on.
Yeah,
We were just racing to
the
complete the
speed.
maps as fast as we could. But it's like a really great game, and I'm really looking forward to it launching because I hope that I can do some kind of like partnership with them for like the launch, right? Or do or
Hmm.
set something up so that we can do that because I am probably going to stream it regardless for at least a good little week or something because it's just a,
Yeah.
like a really fun game.
I also have been in contact with the creators of Naruto 1.
Yes.
Remember that game?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been in contact with them, and they're working on stuff. Like they're working on a lot of stuff, but they want to release like everything at once. They don't want to like um, have it small steps because right now it's still collecting a small amount of players. But like when they release the big update, it's gonna get a lot of attention.
Mm.
So that provides like maps, skins, party system, finally accounts, everything.
Oh,
So yeah, they're working
nice.
on everything.
Parties and accounts are honestly
And
massive for it. That would be like really big.
yeah, that would be amazing. Because like you already enjoy the gameplay so much. So the gameplay is like amazing. Totally. So when they add like everything else and like publish it,
Yeah,
not publish, sorry. Um, what do they call it? Like
release
master,
it.
not the master, the polish it, polish it,
Ah,
polish it.
okay,
They
yeah,
polish the game, yeah, because the gameplay is already polished, no glitches, nothing.
right.
So yeah, I'll play that. Be pretty cool. Um, yeah, enough about the games. Let's move on to other categories, such as your article. Did you know that Prophet has been in magazines before,
Yes. I
right?
mean, they're like okay,
Yeah.
you're hyping me up a bit too much. They're like student magazines, right? So while I'm still like quite happy that my I think it was like poetry I wrote for
Local,
it
right?
twice was like submitted into one of the student magazines here in Amsterdam. It's like
Mm.
and that it was pretty fun, but or like good, but it's not like the most massive thing in the world. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
exciting.
still.
Actually, okay, one's been already published. The other one I think is in like final stage of processing, so that should be out. I don't know, in a couple months. But I
Oh,
am starting with a collective of like friends and college people. We are starting our own magazine, right? And for the launch issue, that's
yeah.
supposed to launch like late August. I am supposed
Mm-hmm.
to write an article, or I said I would, because during one of the meetings, I randomly had an idea and I was like, oh, that's going to be really fun to write about. So now I got about 2 weeks to complete a article on, and well, the working title for the article is "Return of the Oral Tradition: The Rise of Podcasts and Audiobooks," which is why it's also
Yeah,
fun to
dude,
like
that name was sick.
go full meta and talk about it on a podcast. But
Mm.
yeah, so I got like a little bit
Yeah.
to complete that article, which is basically just likening how you had like back in the old days, like for instance, the stories like the Iliad and the Odyssey were passed down not through writing for the longest time, and instead like orally, right? Like they were told. And you see that all over,
Mm.
like big like mythos and sagas used to be told like by mouth, and then that went into writing. But then like during the Middle Ages and stuff, you saw it once again come back, and like early Middle Ages, but like people just telling stories instead of just writing it down because a lot of people couldn't read. And in a way, I think that's pretty similar to like what we, for different purposes, but I think that's pretty similar to what we notice now with people just listening to podcasts and audiobooks all the time instead of actually reading the books.
Yeah, Audible is just popping off right
Oh
now.
yeah,
It
Audible's
got
killing it.
so many sales during COVID. It got like they got money, they got bags.
Oh
They
yeah.
got big bags. Oh yeah. I think yeah, I think this podcast is on Audible.
Is it?
Amazon Music Audible. Yeah, yeah, it is. So yeah, but yeah, it's not monetized or anything, but like you can find it there.
Huh.
So we
Interesting.
still don't get any of the shares. Yeah,
Feels bad. We're
yeah.
not big enough.
I mean, we can, but like first, I think the main goal is to get the audience that we need, and then hey, we can look for the bag, right? Can look for some bread.
Oh my god, always talking about the bag. It's not all about money.
It's well, you just never mind. Not a all right, so I think I'm gonna like set my goals for like next week. So I should be finished with exams and everything. I shouldn't be so busy by Saturday.
Let's
Today is Tuesday, at least.
go. Streams return
So yeah,
question
of
mark?
course, Saturday or maybe Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Um, we should like a real one to do some collab videos, and yeah, I have a couple of stuff in my mind. That's why. So today, right now, once I finish this recording this episode, I should go back to math.
Mm.
So yeah, this is a busy week, but hey, it's all right.
Which possibly
Um,
means that if you're listening to this, the release is slightly later than normal because this does have to go through like a minimal
yeah,
round of editing.
yeah,
So
we're
sorry
recording
about that.
before release date. We're recording before release day in like half an hour, so yeah, it might be a
Yeah,
little late.
because
Yeah.
normally we record a bit sooner, but both me and Lazer, although we've done a lot of more
A
like
day early.
we've done little content wise, but we've done a lot. I want to say like behind the scenes kind of stuff with him obviously having his exams and me looking into a bunch of stuff. So we have been kind of busy.
Yeah.
So we recorded late because we're the best at planning. So whoops.
Of course, yeah. But at least, oh yeah, the memes of me saying Netherlands as a country are still going in,
Bro, I love
still
those
going
memes every
hard. So
time. I love that they tag me in it as well, even though like they
yeah,
never
yeah,
include me
yeah,
in the meme, but they just tag me in it, and I'm like, yes, let me laugh at this man
yes.
more.
Oh man, I'm getting bullied on my own show. What have I done?
But yeah, that's why you
Oh
have me as co-host, right?
yeah, of course. They like you. They don't like me that much.
No, I meant so I can bully you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, of course. The audience and the co-host. Best
Exactly.
podcast ever. Yeah. But yeah, this is going to be a little shorter than usual. So usually I think it's half an hour. This is like 25 minutes, but it's all right. I hope you guys understand. Don't worry. Next week the episode is gonna be a way more fun because like this week we haven't been up to date. We've been busy, but yeah. Yeah, we're gonna come up with new stuff, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.